I've been waiting my whole life for this one. Orthopedic surgeon and husband for the View host, Sonny Hostin, has been named in a federal lawsuit alleging insurance fraud. She got on television. She got in. She run these women. Tell me why she got her husband is named in a lawsuit in insurance fraud, and I'm gonna show you exhibit. Let me say exhibit B. Can you show this to the jury?
Sonny Hostin isn't just facing public backlash, she's staring down the barrel of complete financial collapse. Sources say she's on the verge of bankruptcy, and the unraveling is only gaining momentum. But the real shocker? Her husband, a formerly well-regarded orthopedic surgeon, has been arrested in connection with a staggering $450 million RICO fraud case. This isn't just a scandal, it's the dramatic downfall of the empire they once ruled.
Pat, you're married. Tom, you're married. If your husband's doing something, if he's allegedly doing something like this, you guys would know if your wives were up to some nefarious stuff. Let's just not forget who she is. She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failures, and look at her track record. How many times does she have to go on in the past 2 months and look at the camera and do a legal apology for all the stuff that she said on the show? And then she also, on Trump's win, calling the loss because of uneducated white women that Trump won.
We have to know that this is accused.
All accused. Yeah, all accused, but he's in the RICO. This is a big RICO case that her husband's in.
Once fixtures on red carpets and talk show panels, Sonny Hostin and her husband are now entangled in a high-stakes legal and financial nightmare. Holston's fall from grace is accelerating, and the headlines are only getting hotter. She may have thrived moderating fiery debates on The View, but nothing compares to the real-life drama unfolding now. Her husband, a once respected orthopedic surgeon, is at the center of a jaw-dropping $450 million RICO fraud case, and the fallout is dragging Sonny into the flames. What began as media buzz has erupted into legal warfare, public disgrace, and the looming shadow of bankruptcy. Holston's attorney, Daniel, is pushing back hard, dismissing the lawsuit as a desperate attempt by a struggling insurance giant to bully doctors and gut patient protections. But as the allegations mount and the stakes rise, it's no longer just a scandal, it's the stunning collapse of a once unshakable power couple.
Orthopedic surgeon and husband of The View co-host Sonny Hostin is accused in December lawsuit fraudulently billing insurance. By the way, this is a Daily Caller story I'm reading. The lawsuit alleges Hostin knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services in exchange for kickbacks and or compensation, and names him among nearly 200 defendants in one of New York's largest RICO cases. Wow.
Let's not sugarcoat it. The allegations are explosive. Dr. Hostin is accused of skipping safer, non-invasive treatments and rushing patients into surgery after minor car accidents. We're talking about potentially unnecessary procedures, all allegedly driven by profit. American Transit is firing back hard, blaming New York's 1974 no-fault laws for enabling what they claim is a breeding ground for corrupt doctors and insurance fraud rings. Things are escalating quickly. Imagine heading into the OR only to be hit with a $450 million racketeering charge. That's not malpractice, that's straight out of a crime thriller. And now Sonny Hostin, once the voice of moral authority on The View, is tangled in the mess. After years of debating ethics on daytime TV, she's now facing headlines that suggest her husband cashed in on kickbacks, slicing into shoulders and knees, sometimes for surgeries that may never have happened. It's classic fraud, just dressed in a white coat.
The View co-host Sonny Hostin's husband, Emmanuel Hostin, has been accused of federal insurance fraud. According to a new lawsuit obtained by Page 6, the orthopedic surgeon was one of 200 defendants named in one of the biggest racketeer influenced and corrupt organization cases ever filed in New York. Emmanuel was accused of federal insurance fraud and, quote, getting kickbacks by performing surgery and billing a company that insured taxi companies and Uber and Lyft drivers.
While Dr. Hostin was allegedly profiting off surgeries no one needed, Sonny Hostin is desperately clinging to her polished talk show persona like it's the last lifeboat on a sinking ship. You'd think that after years dissecting celebrity meltdowns and political scandals on The View, she'd have a bulletproof PR strategy. Instead, we're getting a strange cocktail of silence and picture-perfect denial, down to the wide-eyed "who me" expressions that feel Emmy-ready. But this isn't daytime drama, it's a real-life crisis spiraling out of control. If Sonny believes she can frame this as a private family issue, she's in for a harsh reality check. This isn't tabloid fluff, it's one of the most staggering RICO indictments New York has seen in years. No glam squad, no strategic angle, and certainly no comment can mask the scale of what's unfolding. Her husband stands accused of orchestrating a multi-million-dollar insurance fraud scheme, allegedly raking in cash from unnecessary surgeries and kickbacks. It's not just scandal, it's the total implosion of the Hostin brand. What once looked like a power couple is unraveling in real time. If this were a Netflix pitch, execs might pass. Too outrageous to be believable. But it's all happening.
What you always say, it's always the people that always do the pointing, and it always comes back to them, all right? So when you said this is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York, you guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia case. Like the mafia one was number one. This one takes it over. So he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange for the kickback.
Imagine a world where hospital hallways come with mob ties and every surgery is a side hustle. That's the level of chaos unraveling here. Normally, insurance companies aren't cast as heroes. They deny life-saving treatments like it's a game, but mess with their bottom line, and they morph into legal assassins. In this upside-down saga, they're the ones crying foul, and for once, people are listening. When the usual villains become the victims, you know the plot has seriously twisted naturally. The View couldn't steer clear. Sunny Hostin, once the show's sharp-tongued moral compass, is now ducking the same kind of scrutiny she used to fire at guests. Her husband, just one name on a jaw-dropping list of 180 defendants in a massive RICO case accusing them of bilking. Insurance companies, while patients got scammed. The cash, allegedly funneled into luxury trips and designer splurges. Sunny's not behind the desk anymore. She's in the spotlight, and it's scorching.
This is why we need to seriously have a long, lengthy conversation about healthcare in the United States of America. This is basically it. So Sunny Hostin's husband was basically charged with insurance fraud. What he was doing was doing like fraudulent surgeries and then overcharging the insurance companies for him. This is what this is. So now, of course, he's now being named along with about 200 other individuals in a federal RICO charge case.
Sunny Hostin is out here playing statue, silent, composed, and pretending to be untouched. She's swerving every question like she's in a high-stakes dodgeball match, staying polished and poised while a legal firestorm rages around her. Still locked into her role as The View's moral compass, she sips her coffee with calm precision. Too refined, too righteous, at least on the surface, to be caught up in anything this messy. But this isn't just celebrity scandal, it's a full-blown legal monsoon. While Sunny critiques others from her velvet chair, her husband stands accused of orchestrating a scheme so bold, it makes Wall Street fraud look like child's play. We're talking about allegedly unnecessary surgeries, inflated medical claims, massive kickbacks, and a profit machine disguised as healthcare. And Dr. Hostin isn't the only one allegedly running the game. According to American Transit Insurance, this is a massive RICO case involving clinics, doctors, and hospitals all tied into an organized fraud ring. Millions siphoned through sham procedures, with the whole operation running like a mob front dressed in medical scrubs. Now, with the empire collapsing around her, Sunny's ironclad composure is starting to crack, because no amount of silence can hold off the truth forever.
Wait my whole life for this one. Orthopedic surgeon and husband for The View host, Sunny Hostin, has been named in a federal lawsuit alleging insurance fraud. She got on television. She run these women. Tell me why her husband is named in a lawsuit in insurance fraud, and I'm gonna show you exhibit. Let me say exhibit B. Can you show this to the jury? Roll it, Nick.
You know, doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband.
Now, the gloves are off, and it's getting uglier by the day. The insurance company wants every cent back, and Dr. Hostin's attorney is already on the offensive, calling the lawsuit a desperate Hail Mary from a bankrupt insurer clawing for survival. The strategy? Classic deflection. Fraud? Us? No. You're the real scammers. It's legal theater at its finest, textbook courtroom drama, and honestly, impossible to look away. One day you're scrubbing in, the next you're slinging. Accusations at the insurance industry, blaming them for the very fraud you're accused of. It's reality TV meets legal thriller, complete with subpoenas and sky-high attorney fees. And Sunny Hostin, total radio silence. Not a word, not a glance, just a calculated calm from someone known for fiery hot takes. No comment on her husband. No defense. Nothing. Is it strategic restraint or a desperate attempt to shield her brand? Either way, the silence is deafening, because behind the spectacle is something far more serious. One of the biggest healthcare fraud cases in recent memory, unraveling in real time.
After last week, we learned that Sunny's husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, was named in a lawsuit filed by American Transit Insurance Company. He's one of 200 people named in this lawsuit, and they are accusing him of filing fraudulent insurance claims and also getting kickbacks from them. And it's a very serious crime. In fact, it's one of the largest, if not the largest, RICO case in New York's history. And they're seeking $450 million. And Sunny and her husband, they are fighting back. They've hired legal eagle Mark Garagos to help them fight this case, and they're claiming that this is completely based.
And Dr. Hostin? He's just the beginning. This scandal allegedly stretches far beyond one surgeon, into a shadowy web of doctors, clinics, insurance reps, and even unsuspecting patients caught in the fallout. Picture Ocean's 11 Satin. But the heist target isn't a vault, it's the healthcare system. Drained one overpriced, unnecessary procedure at a time. But here's the real gut punch. If the allegations are true, this isn't just criminal. It's a reflection of a deeply broken system. One where billing codes matter more than patient care and surgery becomes a hustle, not healing. It begs a brutal question. When profit outweighs ethics, what kind of healthcare are we really getting? Because if slicing people open is just part of a financial playbook, the problem isn't one bad actor, it's a system-wide infection. And if this mess is what Sunny Hostin once championed as justice in healthcare, then we've all been sold a dangerously polished illusion.
kind of went in a different direction. But I love the fact that, you know, Manny is younger and he's
How much younger is he?
Just a little bit.
He's like 1 year, isn't he? Like a month or a year or 10 years?
5 years. It's more than a year.
Oh.
Anyway, it's not about me. I think.
Oh, no.
I think that it's very helpful that he's handy, and when we travel, I'm not picking up any bags. He's the one that's hefting them overhead. He throws the garbage out.
Right.
He does the heavy.
Let's be honest, insurance companies aren't exactly the good guys. They deny claims, hike premiums, and throw legal tantrums the moment someone outsmarts their system. But on the flip side, you've got doctors, allegedly like Dr. Hostin, accused of exploiting that same system for massive personal gain. It's a rigged setup, and the real victims? The patients, just trying to navigate a healthcare maze that's been broken for decades. And Sunny? She might want to rethink her The View intro. Maybe. Good morning. Healthcare is a mess, and so is my brand. Because when your personal life is in flames and the headlines won't let up, sometimes all you've got left is a composed smile and a seat at the daytime TV table. The trial drags on like a bad soap opera, and with each day, it gets messier. Dr. Hostin hasn't been convicted yet, but the allegations keep stacking. Ironically, The View might be the calmest part of Sunny's life right now. And the real drama? It's not a hot topic segment, it's RICO charges, insurance fraud, and a co-host quietly calculating whether bankruptcy or divorce makes for a cleaner exit.
I have a totally different perspective on this. I don't really know what happened with this. The facts will come out. What I have a problem with is the core of who this woman is. Unlike you, I don't watch The View, bro. All I do is see clips. I know you do.
It's like twice a day.
But here's all I hear from her. America's violent. America's racist. America's bad. Okay. I challenge you, Sonny. And this is Constantine Kissin actually was saying something about this. Find me a country that's not racist.
At this point, all Sunny Hostin can do is cling to her coffee cup, keep her expression locked, and hope the next courtroom headline doesn't blow her career to pieces. Because this storm, it's only just begun. As for Dr. Hostin, buckle ties to the way up. This legal roller coaster has flown off the tracks. A quiet resolution, highly unlikely. A smooth return to the operating room, even less so. At this rate, we're more likely to see him penning a prison memoir than scrubbing in for surgery. Every day brings another plot twist, fresh allegations, new witnesses, leaked documents, and just when it seems like it couldn't get wilder, boom, another bombshell drops and the internet ignites. This isn't just a scandal anymore, it's a full-blown franchise. this. All that's missing is Dr. Hostin striding into court in a leather jacket and shades, declaring, "This is just the beginning." And let's be honest, he might. Each bizarre legal maneuver, every tight-lipped moment from Sonny, every name dropped in the courtroom just adds fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, Sonny's still on The View, serving up sharp takes like nothings, burning behind the scenes. But how long can she keep up the act? Her brand was built on ethics, justice, and being the calm in the storm. That image starts to crack when your husband's accused of running a fraudulent surgical empire. So here's the real cliffhanger. Does Dr. Hostin walk away free, or are we watching the first season of a much darker saga? More twists are coming. Secret deals, shocking testimony, surprise witnesses. If you followed this far, don't kid yourself. You're invested. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop your predictions. Redemption arc or total downfall. Stay tuned. This show's just getting started.